I'm Alex from Republika FM1, and this is FM1 Spotlight. It's being brought to us by radio stations under the Philippine Broadcasting Service, namely Republika FM1 Manila, Republika FM1 Davao, Capital FM2, RP1, and RP2. Welcome everyone! Nako, matutuwa kayo sa special guest natin ngayon. Hindi sila 9, I think 5 lang sila ngayon, pero isipin na natin buo sila today. These artists just recently celebrated their 4-year anniversary as a band and recently just moved in together and are working hard on their sophomore album soon to be released under Sony Music. They have captivated you all through their intimate songs and profound messages, and today we're sitting down to chat about not one, but 2 singles. Please welcome Ben&Ben. Hi, Paolo, Andrew, Pat, Jan, and Miguel. Welcome to FM1 Spotlight.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Oo naman. Sorry, nag-crash ako sa bahay nyo virtually ha. Pero very quickly, could you tell us? Okay lang. Thank you. But very quickly, could you tell us what you were currently doing at the moment, just before you sat down with me right now?
We just had lunch. Kakakain lang namin. Tapos, andito si Ringo, yung dog. Mamaya pupuhatin ko siya.
Sige.
Well, we've been working on a lot of stuff these days. Like, recording the songs in the... Ayan, si Ringo. Recording songs in the album. What else? Shooting different kinds of content. So, I think a day in the life here is pretty packed in terms of schedule. Pero we make sure to like take breaks and, you know, rest, magpahinga pag may pagkakataon.
Yun. Actually,
i-enjoy lang lahat ng ginagawa namin.
That's really great to hear. Actually, nagpapasalamat talaga. I think not only me, but siguro buong Pilipinas na hindi kayo tumigil sa kakagawa ng music, hindi kayo tumigil sa kakasulat, sa kakatugtog, at you know, maraming salamat kasi you kept a lot of us sane during the pandemic. But like I said a while ago, recently you just moved in together. When was this?
Well, actually, it's been hindi more than 10 months na. Grabe.
Wow.
10 months. We recently transferred houses though kasi yung rent out naming bahay nung last year, nag-expire na yung rent namin. So we had to really find another place. And now we're here in this new place na finally nakapag-move in na kami and we're now recording and doing different kinds of projects here. So yun.
That's great. Kasi alam ko during the pandemic, I think it was a conscious choice na for you guys to move in para siguro mas madali sa inyo mag-jamming, and the schedules are so hectic, it would be easier for you as a group. Pero in reality as well, a lot of people were kind of forced to move in or to stay wherever they were. In your case naman, all 9 of you. Kakaiba yun staying with one person. Kayo naman, 9 kayong lahat. So, what I want to know is, may times ba na nagkakapigo na ba kayo? Or parang, have you gotten to know each other more intimately and, you know, deeply? How has it been?
Yes. Yes to all of the above. We like to say that all possible permutations of arguments have occurred. So,
yes.
9 factorial yun Di ba yun? Yeah, ayoko. We've all had our own like mini fights with each other. We've had bigger arguments as a whole group. But being together, just like in a marriage, means that you can't just exit or you can't just run away or you can't just not confront it. So we've definitely learned how to deal with the problems as they come, and we're still in the process of learning more and more how to talk to each other about problems. But living together has definitely brought us a lot closer as a band.
That's great. That's so great to hear, considering that you guys are 9 in the band. And Andrew, by the way, congratulations on your engagement. Were you giving yourself marriage advice just now?
Yeah. She was living here. My fiance was here with us for a couple of months as well. And it was like a little taste of the future where we can't really, you know, run away from fights or arguments.
Yep.
So, but I think kaya naman siya. Kaya naman.
Kayanin, Andrew. Kayanin. A happy wife is a happy life. But yeah.
Exactly.
But thank you for sharing that with me. At inaamin nyo talaga na, you know, even in a band, even amongst yourselves, so pa rin kayong nagkakaroon na parang many petty fights, but you've gotten to, push through. But then, living together, how has that affected your songwriting and creation of melodies? Has it become more, I would say, fluid, or mas mabilis kayong nakagawa ng mga kanta? Paano?
Yes. Yes, mas mabilis actually yung process compared to the start of the pandemic when we lived in our own homes, where we'd have to send each other files pa. And then, mas matagal yung process na yun ng mga 2-3 times. But now that we've been living together, when ideas come, mas mabilis namin na-share sa isa't isa, mas mabilis namin sila na arrange musically. And yeah, it's just more fun.
And I can tell you feel very happy about it. Less stress, kumbaga, tama ba?
Yes.
All right. Now I asked a few of your fans to send me their questions, and they really wanted to know some things about Ben&Ben. And one of them came from Patty Pigao, and she wanted me to ask you, as a band, do you write songs based on the expectations of your fans or your followers, or do you write songs based on what you feel altogether, collectively?
I think it's a bit of both. Kasi, yung when it comes to the songs, kumbaga, definitely we really pull out of our personal experiences. Kumbaga yung mga napagdadaanan namin sa buhay recently. Pero at the same time, it's also in tune with yung pinagdadaanan ng mga nakikinig sa amin. Because we really, we really keep a tight relationship with them. And so, kumbaga, I think the beautiful thing about our experiences is we have a lot more in common than we think. And that's why it just all adds up somehow. Yan. May magic yan eh.
Napakaganda ng sinabi mo, yung we have more things in common than we think. That's, okay yan. That should be on a shirt. You should sell that. Ben&Ben shirt. Tapos, yung tote bag nyo, lagay niyo yan dyan. No, but thankfully, like I said, that, during this pandemic, your music hasn't stopped. And testament to that is your first single, which is about to be released which is included in your sophomore album, about to be released. Do we have any inkling or any set dates for that sophomore album that everyone is waiting for?
It's coming out in August.
August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said it.
Date? May date ba? Kasunod din sa August?
Wala.
Wala pa. O sige, at least may August na tayo. But let's talk about your first single from your sophomore album, Upuan. So, please tell us about it. I want to give you the floor. Kayo munang mauna. What do you want people to know, listeners to know about this first single?
We've said in a number of other interviews that Upuan is kind of like, it gives this childlike approach, or it brings us back to the times in like high school where we'd like go to our class, tapos we'd end up sitting beside someone, or we'd see someone we like, then there's like this tension. And one of the interesting things about that particular situation kasi is that especially in a class setting or a setting where parang seatmate, you kind of also can't escape it. And like the longer it lingers, the longer it continues, the more time you have to think about your feelings. And there comes that one point in that journey of feelings where you're kind of just like, bahala na. Then you kind of just give into the feeling and you're like, whatever happens, happens. But I am like, I know how I feel. I've fallen off my chair, but all is good. That's the kind of vibe that Upuan gives. And
It does. Just out of that young love experience, did it come from any one of your experience sa inyong 9 sa banda? Nangyari ba yan sa inyo?
Well, I think at some point in time... Ay, sorry, may sasabihin ka ba? Wala. Okay. Hindi mo sasabihin ka, gumano ka. I think at some point, lahat naman kami naranasan yun. Kasi, kumbaga, pinagdadaanan talaga nating lahat yun eh. And yung Upuan, kind of wants to remind us how colorful that experience is, how playful, how yung emotions natin sobrang, alam mo yun, kung saan siya napupunta kasi wala kang control, wala kang, alam
Yeah.
mo yun, wala kang,
Yeah.
ano ka eh, bata ka eh. So, na-excite ka pero at the same time kinakabahan ka. And yun, parang we just really wanted to bring back that vibe of playfulness and joy, especially in a time like this wherein pakunti ng pakunti yung sources of joy ng mga tao.
Totoo. Gusto ko yung sinabi mo na parang hindi mo alam kasi kung saan pupunta. But, I was listening to the song on repeat, by the way. It starts out with a very
Salamat.
parang safari beat, no? Parang, ang galing eh, ang ganda eh. As if you're trying to take the listener somewhere. So was there any specific place in mind when you were writing the song and creating the melody where you wanted to take us? Was it the beach? Was it, I don't know, on a nature hike? Meron bang specific location?
An interesting tidbit about that is that we made the beat before we kind of knew what the song was about. Like me, Tony, and Jam, we came up with this jam. Jam. We came up with this
You see what you did there?
jam wherein it was like really CE. CE. It like reminded us of the ocean, of the beach, of exploring. Much so to the point that me and Tony inserted an Easter egg of sorts in the rhythm where we turned a melody of Little Mermaid into a rhythm.
Oh my God!
Yung tak 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 tak. So
Wow. Wow, okay.
So, yeah,
Amazing!
So, it subliminally gives, especially our generation, kind of that feeling like, oh my, I'm like, nauntog si Migs.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it kind of gives that vibe.
Okay lang. Ang galing. So from The Little Mermaid, no? Actually, when I was listening to it, sabi ko, kulang na lang, Rainmaker eh. Yung that instrument eh, no? Sayang eh. But, okay. So, CE kind of vibe, beach, I would have to say you succeeded, no? With that in mind, yung kanta ng upuan, dealing with friendship and the tension of young love, I'll just go around, no, the group, and you just answer me one by one. Would you risk the friendship for love or keep the friendship and do away with the love? Nako.
Easy.
Oh.
Well, for me,
Okay.
risk the friendship ako.
Wow.
Ayoko ng what ifs talaga.
Tama.
Sa lahat ng crush ko, umaamin ako, ganun level. Kung hindi nila ako gusto, then it's okay. I mean, at least, diba, nag-try ko. Kesa nag-overthink lang ako na parang, hello, what if I just said what I felt, diba? Ayoko kasi ng ganun. But
Oy,
that's
iba
just
ka.
me.
That's just you, but thank you. Yes, please pass the mic to the other members. At gusto ko marinig ang kanilang mga sagot.
Ako, risk the friendship din.
Okay.
Pero, nung high school, hindi ko nagawa yun kasi natakot ako eh. So,
Yikes.
yun, learn from me. Okay, Jam, let's go!
Okay, Jam. Let's go, Jam.
Yung sagot ko sa question is, after much thought and deliberation, and that's normal for me because I overthink a lot.
Okay,
I would
that's fine.
probably risk the friendship then kasi hindi ko matitake na ang daming nangyayari sa utak
Tumatakbo,
ko. So
yeah.
I'd rather just say it and parang bahala na kung G or hindi.
Ako din, risk the friendship. Kasi, wala. Kasi kapag di mo rin naman sinabi, magiging awkward ka rin naman eh. Tapos
Tama.
parang, obvious namang meron kang hindi sinasabi. So, might as well, sabihin mo na lang.
Kasi nasabi mo na,
The
Andrew, eh, no?
idealist. Yes.
You're
The
engaged,
idealist
ano?
in me says that if you are really, really sure of your love for a person, it's not risking a friendship. Because your love should come from a place that however you express it doesn't risk a friendship.
Ooh.
Regardless of how you express that love, uh, whether it destroys a friendship or not relies heavily on the quality of your expression of love. So, not it's.
I know,
uh,
I get it. I understand.
I
Mukhang si
yeah.
Andrew talaga ang advisor, resident advisor ng banda, no?
at that at the time kasi na I kind of breached that friendship line. Before I did so, I was at a place where I was willing to just be myself and express my feelings in a way that doesn't tie a person down. Parang hindi dapat
No
nakakasakal lang
expectations.
pagmamahal.
Oo. Yeah.
Yes.
Tama,
And
tama.
it had to come from a place where however I chose to love the person would be true regardless of not if she chose to stay with me or not.
Wow, true love.
Wisdom.
Well, thank you guys for telling me your answers. Let's move on now to your second single, Magpahinga. I noticed though with Magpahinga, it starts out very differently from Upuan, as if parang the piano it really wants to tell a story. Para siyang it retreats and then comes back and then steady. Para siyang nagli-lead up sa climax. Paano niyo nagawa yun in terms of your instruments and the melody? Kasi kakaiba siya eh.
Oo nga.
Oo nga. Parang I think it started with, parang may kulay na parang some somber blue color in our heads. Tapos parang,
Okay.
that's how it started. Kasi parang, bakit? We wanted to evoke the feeling of rest kasi. And kumbaga parang, the thing that comes before rest, which is exhaustion. So, kumbaga, that was the mood. And then everything else just followed. Instruments and melodies and lyrics. So,
It's a beautiful song. But I wonder, whose perspective is it being sung from? Is it a parent, kaibigan, kapatid?
actually, depende sa'yo talaga. Kumbaga, we like to write our songs that way. Na it feels like it's a very personal story, but at the same time, it could be anyone's story.
Yeah, because I think we've all gone through moments where we could be on either side of the song. Na parang there are times now we want to be there to comfort people, but like everyone else, there are also times that we need to feel comforted. And it's kind of reminding us when we're in those moments that there are people who are here for us also.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that you all have been, there for each other during this, I wouldn't say just the 10 months these past 4 years? Kayo as
Definitely.
band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Kasi sa sobrang dami ng challenges, and not just challenges, pero parang also of course successes, but most importantly the periods of growth for everyone. Yun yung mahirap how to constantly be there for someone throughout the many changes in that person's life. And I think we're really just blessed na no matter kung ano yung mga pagbabago ng mga bawat kasama dito sa grupo na to, parang really just stuck it out and supported each other throughout those changes.
At sana walang magbago and sana more years for Ben&Ben. But siguro this is my last question. Ano ang mensahe nyo para sa mga taong pakiramdam nila na mas marami pa sa bituin ang dinadalang problema nila?
Magpahinga. Hindi, joke lang. I mean, sige, kailangan, teka, ikaw, Paulo.
Ang masasabi ko dun ay, ang mga problema, parang nga siyang between na, di ba, yung mga between paminsan sobrang dami, pero minsan wala. Kumbaga, ang ibig ko sabihin is, even if tonight, your problems seem, kumbaga, hindi mo siya mabilang, even if those problems ay hindi mo mababawasan, you will have the strength to face them one by one until those problems don't seem as heavy as they were before. So, yan lang.
So
Just
parang
take it one problem at a time.
one at a time, yeah. One day at a time, one problem at a time.
One day at a time. Yes.
That's right. Well, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Ben and Ben, for spending time with us here on FM1 Spotlight. Please invite everyone to listen to your latest singles, Upuan and Magpahinga, and what we can expect more from the band and where we can find you.
Yes, please listen to our new singles, Upuan and Magpahinga. Thank you so much for those who have streamed and listened to it already. If not yet, please share it to those who feeling nyo hindi pa naririnig yung mga songs. And thank you for being there since day one, guys. We love you, Liwanag. And please watch out for everything that we have in store for you. Marami kaming i-announce soon. Marami kaming i-release soon for you guys. We love you. And see you soon.
See you.
Yay! And we have one long request. If you could just say happy birthday to Ezeline. It's her birthday today, 18th birthday.
Happy birthday, Azalea.
Happy
Yay!
birthday!
Birthday!
Enjoy your day!
Study first.
Maraming salamat, Ben and Ben. That was Paolo,
Salamat
Andrew,
din,
Tony,
Alex. Thank
Pat, Agnes, Jam, Kiefer, Poch, and Miguel of Ben and Ben. Be sure to keep requesting for their new singles, and who knows, they might just end up on our weekly top 30. This is Alex for FM1 Spotlight. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on air on Republika FM1.
Shout out to Team Manila, available online through dailygrindstore.com, Team Manila Shopee, and Lazada stores.
Microphones on and camera set. We've heard their sound, and now it's time for us to ask around. FM1 Spotlight on Republicast, exclusively on FM1.